The movie begins with a young man named Tom Ripley playing the piano at a fancy party. He was told by a Princeton pianist to play in his place as he had broken his hand. After a while, a man named Herbert Greenleaf approaches Tom and tells him that he plays piano really well. Meanwhile, he notices Tom's jacket, which is worn by Princeton students. Herbert asks him if he knew Dickie, his son, who is also a Princeton graduate. Tom agrees, and his father says Dickie liked jazz also. After coming out, he first gives back the jacket to the man who had asked him to replace it. Herbert invited Tom to meet. Herbert tells him he has all the money in the world, but his son has gone astray. Dickie left him and went to Italy, and he's not coming back. That's why he wants him to go to Italy and convince his son to come back. In return, he'll give him $1,000. Tom agrees. He returns and listens to jazz music all night. After listening to music, he gets ready early in the morning. Herbert is very wealthy. He has sent a luxurious car for Tom along with a first-class ticket so that Tom can travel safely to Italy. As soon as Tom arrives, he meets a girl named Meredith. She asks Tom's name, then Tom reveals his name as Dickie Greenleaf. He tells her the Greenleaf surname is very famous all over the world, so he uses his mother's name. Then he asks about Meredith. Meredith also comes from a wealthy family. She says she usually hides her surname, and people don't pay too much attention to me. After arriving in Italy, he tried to learn Italian. He also loves this city. He has always imagined a life like this. After a while, he bumps into Dickie at the beach. In the middle of the conversation, he said that he saw him at Princeton University, but they never spoke. Dickie doesn't recognize him because it's the first time he's seeing him, and Tom is lying to him. Here, Dickie's girlfriend, Marge, is seen in the scene. When Marge learns that they both go to the same university, she tells Tom to have lunch with them that day. He agrees. Meanwhile, Dickie was seen picking up an Italian girl from her house. He stays with her all day. In the evening, he arrives at his home where Marge is waiting for him. He sees Tom there too. They are about to have dinner together. During the conversation, they ask Tom what his hidden talent is. Tom says he can copy anyone. He showed them copying Dickie's father. Dickie is stunned to see the same as his father. Dickie is so impressed that he tells Tom he will take him around the city. Tom agrees. Their friendship begins to grow. One day, Tom reveals why he came here. He tells Dickie his father sent him there to convince him to go back. Dickie laughs and denies going back. He says that he loves the peaceful life of this place. Tom becomes disappointed. He starts preparing to leave, but as he's leaving, he drops a bunch of jazz records. Dickie is impressed once again. The next day, Dickie tells Tom that he has an idea to keep Dickie over there. He will write a letter to his father saying Tom is doing great and his father won't call him back. He writes letters to his father again and again, and his father keeps sending Tom money. They party all day long. Whenever Tom gets time, he tries to imitate Dickie. Gradually, he becomes a complete Dickie. One day, Tom, Marge, and Dickie go to sea. Dickie teaches Tom how to sail a boat. Dickie says they're going to Rome and Venice. Tom said he never went there. They both laugh and tell him that they'll take him around. After returning, Marge and Tom are walking together. Marge tells the story of how she met Dickie. Tom asks Dickie to write a postcard and sign it. Dickie was confused, still wrote the postcard, and Tom copied his signature through it. At night, when Dickie is in the bathtub, Tom comes over and starts flirting. Tom had a crush on Dickie. Dickie brushes it off as a joke and leaves. Dickie meets an old friend named Freddie. All of them are together now. When Freddie learns the truth, he starts making fun of Tom, saying how he's enjoying his life here by taking money from Dickie and his father. He repeatedly says that he doesn't like Tom. Tom feels bad about these things. When they are at sea, Marge tells Tom that she knows how he must be feeling, but whoever hears about this will say the same thing. Dickie is nice, but he's overly attracted to new people, even girls. After hearing these things, Tom learns that Marge knows about Dickie's affair, but she ignores them. They continue talking for a while under the boat, then return to the shore. Everyone is celebrating, like at a fair, and everyone is very happy. After a while, people find Sabana's body floating in the river. Her mother is devastated after seeing her body. She cries loudly. Along with her for the first time, Sabana's fiancé was also seen, who was also crying profusely. When Tom sees these things, he asks Dickie what happened, how that girl died. Dickie starts vandalizing the place. He is very angry. At night, when Tom and Dickie are sitting together, Tom again asks Dickie what happened to the girl. Dickie begins to explain everything. Sabana was pregnant. She was pregnant, did you know that? And she repeatedly asked Dickie to marry her. Dickie said that he would not be able to marry her. Sabana became upset and eventually took her own life. Dickie had no idea that Sabana would do such a thing. After hearing these things, Tom tells Dickie this secret will remain between them. Dickie thanks him. After some time, Tom receives a letter from Dickie's father. In the letter, he tells Tom to come back. He can't afford his expenses anymore. After hearing this, Tom becomes disheartened and asks Dickie for help, asking him to come up with a new plan. Dickie says they had a great time there. He needs to go back now. Hearing this, Tom becomes sad. Dickie realizes that Tom never liked jazz. Then he talks about Princeton. Then he realizes that Tom has been deceiving him all along. He neither went to Princeton, nor does he like jazz music. Dickie tells Tom that they are leaving tomorrow. Before that, they'll go on a boat. The next day, they leave. Dickie says that he is going to marry Marge soon. After that, he'll live with Marge. He doesn't want him to come and see him. Then they argue. Dickie gets angry and slaps Tom. Tom also gets angry. He picks up a paddle and hits him on the forehead, splitting Dickie's entire head. Even then, Tom doesn't stop. He keeps hitting him with the paddle again and again until he dies. Then, along with Dickie, his boat sinks and Tom comes and sits on the shore. As soon as he returns to the hotel, the man at reception thinks he's Dickie because they look alike in old photos. This gives Tom the idea that he could be Dickie. As soon as he gets home, he writes a letter to Marge, breaking up with her. He says he is going back to Rome. From now on, they can't be together. As soon as the letter reaches Marge, she believes that Dickie left her and that it might be Marge's fault. After a while, they return to Rome. Tom takes rooms in 2 different hotels. He books one room in Tom's name and another in Dickie's name. He puts his photo on Dickie's passport so everyone thinks Dickie is still alive, and they don't start looking for his body. He continues to plot. Everyone thinks Dickie is still alive and isn't seeing anyone. Meanwhile, while he's away, he meets Meredith again. Tom says he is going on a trip soon. He also tells her that they're going to a bank. Tom has completely assumed Dickie's personality. He withdraws money in her name, leading a wealthy lifestyle. Gradually, Meredith begins to grow closer. After some time with Tom, he takes her to an opera show. As soon as Tom enters, he meets Marge. Marge is accompanied by a boy named Peter. Peter is an old friend of Dickie's. Marge calls Tom. Tom has heard this name after a long time. He is afraid that someone else might hear that his name is Tom, not Dickie. He talks to Marge. Marge then asks where Dickie is. Tom said he didn't know much about it. We can meet at a cafe tomorrow morning and talk. Peter spots Meredith. He is about to go to her to talk, but Tom stops him. He quickly takes Meredith and runs out of there so that he doesn't meet Marge or Peter. Now Tom has a new plan. He invites Meredith to the same cafe where he invited Marge. The next morning he arrives and waits for them to arrive. Meredith comes there first and sits down, then leaves with Peter. As they sit, Peter recognizes Meredith and they start talking. Meredith reveals that she's waiting for Dickie. Marge replied that she was waiting for Dickie too. Marge begins to suspect that Dickie is dating Meredith. As soon as Meredith leaves, Tom arrives and starts talking to them, pretending that Tom is Dickie. He's confused everyone. One day, Freddie comes to visit Tom. Freddie begins to suspect him. As he comes downstairs, the landlady calls Tom Dickie. When she calls him, her suspicion turns to belief. Tom also sees this. He knows that Freddie can be very dangerous. He immediately goes and hits Freddie on the head. Freddie falls to the ground. He then picks him up and takes him to the forest to hide his body. But Freddie's death changes everything. Immediately, the police arrive at Tom's house and start asking about Freddie. Knowing this, Marge also becomes suspicious. She comes and meets Tom, asking him what's going on and where Dickie is. Tom takes Marge to the apartment and leaves from there. Officers come to inform them that they found the boat in which Dickie drowned. Marge assumes Dickie is inside the apartment and expresses her love for him, telling him she is leaving him forever. In the meantime, Tom writes a letter disguised as Dickie and writes that he took his own life. He returns to Venice, away from everyone. He vows not to go anywhere until the situation calms down. Peter and him starts living together. Officers come to find Tom to interrogate him about Dickie's case. He pretends as if he's deeply saddened by Dickie's death. He wrote in the letter that he killed Freddie and that he couldn't overcome the grief of killing his friend, which is why he's taking his own life. Now, Tom's name is almost cleared. Tom has always liked boys, and Peter also likes boys. They are in a relationship. Marge meets Tom and tells him Dickie's father is coming over to investigate. Dickie's father reads the letter in front of Tom and says Dickie always did stupid things, and how he ended his life now is more shameful. Tom returns to his apartment. He gives Peter the keys to the apartment so he can come and go as he pleases. While batching, Marge gets into his apartment and finds Dickie's ring. She gets suspicious. To stop her, Tom prepares to attack. Marge also starts to panic. Before Tom can attack Marge, Peter opens the door. Marge runs out screaming, and Tom's hand is cut. Peter was clueless. The Greenleaf family doesn't want Dickie's identity or the things he did revealed to the world. They call Tom and give him all the money to keep shut. Marge comes there and calls Tom a killer. People assume she's crazy and take her from there. Tom again meets Meredith on a cruise as Dickie and kisses her. It was seen by Peter. To conceal his identity, he killed Peter. The movie ends with Peter sitting in his room and thinking that he will be haunted his whole life for killing 3 people.